Kyle Busch has once again made NASCAR history, this time with Richard Childress Racing, leaving his former team, Joe Gibbs Racing, to rue their decision. Busch wasted no time in making an impact at RCR and won a 2023 NASCAR Cup Series race before anyone at Joe Gibbs Racing, needing a mere 2 events with his new team at Richard Childress Racing to reach victory lane. The victory was not just any win, but Busch's 61st career Cup win, which is an impressive feat and cements his place in NASCAR's history books. He has proven himself to be a formidable driver, and his talent behind the wheel cannot be denied. Moreover, this win allowed Busch to break the record for most consecutive Cup seasons with at least one win, which was previously held by 7-time Cup champion Richard Petty. The King held the record for many years, but Busch tied it last year at Bristol, which was also his last race win for JGR. The victory at the 2 Miles Auto Club Speedway is significant for Busch and RCR as it marks the end of an era at the iconic 5-lanes track. It is also an indication that Busch is thriving with his new team, and JGR may be feeling the loss of their former driver. Busch's move to RCR came after JGR decided not to renew his contract, and it appears that the decision has come back to haunt them. Busch's success at RCR highlights his skills as a driver and suggests that JGR may have made a mistake by letting him go. Following his Pala Casino 400 victory at Auto Club Speedway, Busch was asked where Sunday's victory ranks in his career given the turbulent offseason and new team. And Busch very well might have been taking a shot at Joe Gibbs Racing with his response. "I think it ranks high just because it ranks to the fact of I can do it. I never doubted myself. Sometimes you do. You kind of get down on it. You wonder what's going on and what's happening, and you put yourself in a different situation. And you're able to come out here and reward your guys. It's not about me always winning, but it's about the guys." The Legacy Motor Club drivers Eric Jones and rookie Noah Gragson had a tough day at the Fontana track in California. Both drivers failed to secure a top spot, with Jones finishing in 19th position and Gragson in 22nd. The disappointing result was particularly significant as the 2023 Cup season was the first ever to not feature a Petty branded car. This marked a significant shift in the NASCAR landscape, as the Petty name has been a staple of the sport for many years. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch, who has had his fair share of ups and downs at the Californian track, still remembers the moment he was thrown out of California Speedway during his first competitive trip here in 2001. Despite dominating a NASCAR Truck Series practice at just 16 years old, he was unable to participate in the race sponsored by Marlboro because he was too young to smoke. "That was my welcome to NASCAR moment and my welcome to California Speedway moment," Busch said. Anger, conflict, and disrespect have always appeared to be Busch's favorite fuels, and the record-setting veteran burned plenty of them Sunday while rewarding his new team and sending his beloved track off in style. Busch stormed up from the back after an early speeding penalty to earn his first victory for Richard Childress Racing, winning on this 2-mile Southern California track for the 5th and final time. Busch held off Chase Elliott and Ross Chastain in the NASCAR Cup Series final race on the gloriously weathered asphalt at Auto Club Speedway, which will soon be demolished to make room for a proposed half-mile track. Busch asked Fontana officials for a chunk of the asphalt as a souvenir after he burned it up one last time on his way to victory lane. "That's what I enjoy the most about this racetrack," Busch said. "It's big, it gets spread out. But man, you can move around and you can spread out and you can make your own destiny by trying to find something that will work for your race car. It's a sad day for me to see this racetrack in its last race being a 2-mile configuration. Glad I was able to win the final run here." Busch drove his Chevrolet to victory in only his 2nd race with RCR, which scooped him up in December after his 15-year tenure with Joe Gibbs Racing ended. This win was Busch's first since Bristol last season on a dirt track, and his first on asphalt since Pocono in 2021. With his 61st career victory, Busch earned a win in his record 19th consecutive Cup season, breaking a tie with Richard Petty. Busch said he has set his focus on Petty's longevity record a long, long time ago. "I'm just so thankful for the opportunity to set that bar, and would love to continue to keep raising it," Busch said. The victory was also the combined 95th win by Kyle and Kurt Busch, breaking the NASCAR record for brothers previously held by Bobby and Donnie Allison. Elliott finished 2.998 seconds behind Busch in his Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet. Daniel Suarez finished 4th, and Kevin Harvick was 5th in the Bakersfield Natives' 750th Cup start. "Congratulations to Kyle," Elliott said. "For him to leave and then to go get the job done like that is pretty cool. He's always been really good to me. So happy for them." After the teenage trouble, the Las Vegas native has enjoyed plenty of highlights down the I-15 at Fontana. Busch got his first Cup victory at this speedway back in 2005 in a Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet, and only Jimmie Johnson earned more Cup victories here. Even the California fans appreciate a driver who typically gets boos after his triumphs. Fontana serenaded him with cheers as he claimed another surfboard trophy. "There's nothing more rewarding than being able to go to victory lane," Busch said. "I death gripped that wheel through the second half of that race, but we got the victory." Busch was sent to the back early in the race for speeding on pit road, and the penalty infuriated him. To absolutely nobody's surprise, he roared through the field in response, passing Michael McDowell for the lead with 20 laps to go. "That's why he's won as many races as he has," said Randall Burnett, Busch's crew chief, "because he always pushes it to the limit." A week of unusual rainstorms and occasional snow finally abated Saturday night, and NASCAR dried the asphalt impressively before the race. Although sand and debris bothered some drivers, the track even managed to avoid any major problems from collected rainwater weeping out of cracks in the track. The race also featured a major wreck out of a restart shortly before the midway point involving 10 cars, the most in any collision in a Cup race at Fontana. 4 drivers, including pole sitter Christopher Bell, couldn't continue after the wreck that sent several cars skidding into a cross infield. Defending champion Kyle Larson was out of contention after developing engine trouble on the opening laps. Shortly after, Brad Keselowski spun from contact with Corey LaJoie. Busch was sent to the back. The atmosphere at Auto Club Speedway was charged with emotion during the pre-race 5-wide salute, as the realization set in that this would be the final race at the iconic track. Built by Roger Penske, the track's closure is part of NASCAR's plans to construct a new track in its place and sell off surrounding property, leaving stock car racing in Southern California at a loss. For nearly a quarter century, Auto Club Speedway has been a beloved fixture of the region's rich car culture. Racers from multiple disciplines have praised the track's coarse grip and wide open spaces, which have created some of the most impressive racing moments in the sport's history. However, with the announcement of the track's closure, the future of stock car racing in the area is uncertain. As of now, NASCAR has no plans for a race in the region in 2024, and the new track might not even be ready by 2025, if it's built at all. The loss of Auto Club Speedway will undoubtedly leave a void in the hearts of NASCAR fans, as well as the wider car culture community in Southern California. The track's closure marks the end of an era, one in which some of the sport's most memorable moments took place on its asphalt. As we bid farewell to the Auto Club Speedway and reflect on Kyle Busch's historic win, it begs the question, what do you think of his victory and its impact on Joe Gibbs Racing? Was it a major upset for the team, or simply a testament to Busch's undeniable talent as a driver? We would love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more engaging content in the world of NASCAR.